say hello to my wife Kia and my two boys, and I have one on the way. My wife and I and our family, we go and just do life with Vaughn and his son, and we just have a good time now. And he's also one of the main contributors to my ministry now. You know, and God just sets things up how He wants to. He's a purposeful God, you know. So, you know.
So there's probably people listening now that are thinking, you know what, I'm like Vaughn, I'm going through stuff. I need that message of hope. I need to know how to connect with God. Would you speak to those listeners and tell them how they would connect with God?
Definitely. God, like I said just now, God is a purposeful God. If you are listening to this, that means that you're alive, which means that God found you worth it to be alive today. When the world may say that you're worthless, God found you worth it because He's not finished with you yet. He has a purpose for your life, and He created you for a specific reason. So what I would say is go to the Creator. We're His creation. Go to the Creator and ask. It says, ask and it shall be given. Ask Him what your purpose is and what your role is for you being on this earth. And I guarantee, come to me if it doesn't happen, but I guarantee God will give it to you, and then you will be able to start living a life full of passion. You know, because finding our purpose, like I said earlier today in the service, purpose produces passion. And when you start living a purposeful life in the life that God created you to live, your life will never be the change. You will be as excited as I am, you know, to live life, because you can wake up every day knowing why you were created, and then not actually just know, but then live out that thing as a lifestyle. So be encouraged. Be just like their church, New Hope. You know, today it's New Hope. You know, so yeah, be excited about God, because I'm excited for you, but more importantly, God is excited about you.
Yeah. Now you got your big old black Bible here next to you. How important is that to you? Do you, like, you're busy, you travel, you're doing concerts. How important is your time to do your daily devotions and spend time with God in the Word? How important is that to you, and how do you do it?
It's the most important thing. I make a joke in the States. They talk about like MasterCards and credit cards. They say don't leave home without it. I don't leave without this Bible. Even on the way up here, my camera guy JD, he says, "Hey, you want to bring in the Bible?" And I'm like, "I have to, you know, because we never know when we need to have our sword to go to war, you know." And it's a everyday process, and it's an everyday war that we're battling, you know, with our own flesh, or we're battling with the enemy telling us to do different things. So I keep my word with me, and just a long time, you know, in His Word. And I tell people who don't know, this Word is God's voice. When you can hear God's voice and then start to follow what His voice is telling you to do, your life will never be the same. But in order to do that, you have to know what He sounds like. Like me, if I were to call you maybe 2 months ago and say, "Hey, how you going, mate?" That's my Aussie. How you going, mate? I'll be out there in a couple weeks. I'm excited about what God's doing in your life. The first thing you probably been like, one, who are you? And two, how'd you get my number? Because you didn't know what my voice sounded like. But I can guarantee that family members, you know, they can call you and they don't even have to say who they are, and you'll know them. Why? Because you've built a relationship and you know what their voice sounds like, and you spend intimate time with them. That's how it is with the Father. That's how it is with my Word. You know, I stay in this so I can know exactly what He's telling me, because the world has so much noise going on in it, and then the enemy has voices that he'll use to try to knock me off and knock other people off. But if we can clearly know what God's voice sounds like, I guarantee your life will be radically changed.
Now, we're going to play a track now, the greatest of all time. You sang it at New Hope Brisbane this morning. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen the clip. It's awesome. Before we get into it, tell us about how it came about and what inspired you.
Definitely. Real simple. God was telling me that there are many people who walk this earth today, especially in America, especially in the hip-hop culture, the medium that I'm using to display Christ, that say that they're king, that say that they're the boss, that say that they're the greatest thing, you know, ever. And God was saying that they're so far from the truth, you know, so far from it. And He just said, "You know what, son? I want you to declare that I'm the greatest of all time." So no matter what, when people hear the chorus, and it's a very repetitive chorus, but He said, I want it to be that if nobody even hears the words that are in between the chorus, they'll leave knowing that I am the greatest of all time. And so that's what the song is about. And it's just me declaring that the God that I serve, my Father, is the greatest, hands down. Never will be one like Him, never was. And I'm just thankful to be an heir to his throne, and that's it.
Because I heard it the other day, and I was telling you before. I was out mowing the lawn. I was walking around. Greatest of all time. Greatest of
yeah.
It sticks in your head. It's great.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be bold now and ask you. Could you just rap a bit for us before we play the song? Can you
definitely.
Just lay down something.
Definitely. I'll do something from the song. It's Jesus Christ is the greatest. I'm an heir to his greatness. The foundation he laid it. 33 that he stayed here. And the vision so clear. You gonna follow or not? It's much more than a movement. That's why it will never stop. Jesus, he's the greatest. Get with him now or get left later. Make your decision, player, to lean on the rock. I know your time is running out and I don't need to see my watch. So that's just a little bit of the song.
That's good. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Well, what's the website people can go to if they want to find out more info about you?
Definitely. You can go to www.transparent82. That's TRANSPARENT. The number's 82.com, and you can find me anywhere. You can find me on Facebook. I'm just learning this new thing called Twitter. I don't know if it's big out here yet, but in the States, Twitter is a big deal. Twitter.com/transparent82, and you can check me out on YouTube. I'm with my brother here, JD, with Elion Productions, and he's an awesome guy who does video. So you can check out some video footage, even this interview that we're doing right now on youtube.com/lifestyle ministries, LIFESTYLE ministries, and check us out.
Well, it's been an honor to have you on the show today, mate. I reckon you're a history maker. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Historymakers. History.